Only caution away for Luis Suarez, but that was at risk in their last league game. Was able to keep his nose clean and available here today. Similar story for Casemiro in the Real Madrid starting lineup. Of course, the starting lineup's brought to you by soccer.com. Take a look at the table right now, and it is Barcelona 76 points, Atletico a win in pocket at 70, Real Madrid at 66. Now, again, on paper, it seems even with the defeat here today, Barcelona should be able to coast home, but stranger things have happened. They can pretty much slam shut any possibility for an Atleti or Real Madrid comeback here today, but they have to get it done first. And for Real Madrid, as we head into this moment of silence, perhaps a launching pad to glory to come. In a moment of silence for Johan Cruyff, both as a playing legend and a coaching one for Barcelona.
Ronaldo's face as he shook his head at some of the disruptors, and it's surprising from a section of the fans. It seemed to be directed from Real Madrid fans, but it doesn't matter. They were drowned out by the predecessing wonderful tribute. And now let's get ready to rock and roll. These two footballing teams exemplifying the spirit of the football that Cruyff displayed in different ways perhaps, but world-class footballers again.
We are underway. Barcelona in their familiar Blaugrana and the all-white of Real Madrid defending the goal towards the right. Phil Shane alongside Ray Hudson, and glad you could join us. It is El Clasico. There is history to be made or added to. 172nd Barcelona. It is hard to separate these two in a rivalry that dates back to the turn of the last century. Out wide on the far side, Neymar checking back.
Well, for the present, Phil, wonderful look back in time. Let's think about this game that we've got on, a game of football. Nothing more, nothing less in a lot of people's eyes, but for anybody that knows Spanish football and great world rivalries, this is the pinnacle, the zenith point of two historical, socio-economic clashes. But we'll see how it turns out. Real Madrid come in, probably their best run of form. He's in, he's off.
Whistle, though, will stop them. Take a look at our starting lineups, again brought to you by soccer.com. It is MSN up front. Busquets is down in pain, and he's not the only one.
There's a free ball. Pepe reaches in here. Right there. The ball's clipped clear. Don't look as if there's too much there. I would imagine that they'll be okay. There's a little bit of a step. It misses the ball and catches Sergi on the calf, and then he goes a tumble. I think they'll both be okay. As I said, Pepe's men come in arguably on the best uptick of form under Zidane, Phil. The last 4 games, they have looked as if they're getting their whole ship tightened up and together. A little bit of a calf pull, maybe. It certainly took the cleats, but certainly so did Sergi Busquets, and he looks as if he's fine now.
Back from Marcelo. Both of these teams going with their star lineups. A star turn for Rakitic, in for Messi. Deflected by Modric back to Navas. Some of the Barca fans wanting a back pass. It was a good defensive
cover from Modric here. Seeing that Messi had identified Neymar, who had peeled away on that far side from Carvajal. Great effort, but good cover from Luka. They'll need that sort of cover all game long.
Looking for Benzema.
And as much as anything, they'll need the vaunted BBC to be on the same page in a big way. We all know that MSN at the other side for Barcelona have been in operatic high note form.
Offside again, the flag.
Teasing that man with the offside flag. Very close when the ball's played in lifetime. Let's take a look. Whoa, it's a bad call, Phil. Look at Marcelo on this side. He's keeping him at least a yard on when the ball is touched.
Even Sergio Ramos in the middle seems to be on the wrong side of Suarez. And for Toni Kroos. Starting lineup questions, Ray. Oh, maybe not that many as we see an offside flag against Bale on the far flank. Not that many for Barcelona, other than perhaps the insertion of Andres Iniesta with a huge match against Atletico on the horizon. But for Real Madrid, so many wondering whether Zinedine Zidane would put in Casemiro at the expense of James. He has. How does that change Real Madrid?
Well, it gives them the balance that everybody's been talking about leading up. It's taken them a while to wake up to the fact that if they're going to start playing with BBC and they're the untouchables, you're going to need a stay-at-home central defender. They've got it in Casemiro. He's going to have one of the best games of his life here today and be like the little Dutch boy, covering all the holes in the dike everywhere, because you know that this midfield of Barcelona will be in support. Their midfield have got it beautifully choreographed. Rakitic, Busquets and Iniesta both defending their back line and supporting MSN. So we'll see.
Casemiro with a little push in the back. Thought he would get away with it, but no. Alejandro Hernandez, the man in the middle with the whistle. Teodoro Sobrino, Jose Naranja down the flanks, and Alexander Alemán, the fourth official.
That's just the type of challenge that Real Madrid do not want. Casemiro a little bit too anxious, a little bit too wound up, diving into a ball he had no chance of getting. It's one thing being aggressive, but he better pick and choose when he launches in against these super sharp Barcelona players in front of him.
Victory poison. Messi will drag defense with him, trying to get it back. Deflected by Benzema, where it could have been dangerous.
Good cover by Benzema. Nice rehearsed play that. They go away from the grain, as is the situation with Barcelona all the time. Ignoring the ball into the box, playing it back for Mascherano, of all people, for a killer pass that was well. What's that address again? I want to see that again.
You got your fancy smancy machine. Here's Neymar, forgot something as Isco plucks it away. Again, talking about the pivotal nature as Marcelo with a burst of speed around Roberto, who comes back in time to block. A victory for Real. They'd be 9 points up, but if this score holds, it's only a 3-point lead.
You see this one delivered beautifully. He's very close to being offside, but he looks just level. But Real Madrid fans will be arguing that he was a frog's hair offside. Referee not giving it. I think he was level.
Again, Sergio Roberto stymieing the Brazilian.
Again, his defense holding up so well. And Sergio Roberto there on the real danger man for Real Madrid. As this game goes on, Marcelo's going to be pressing forward now in search of this equaliser.
Okay. Just laying it out for the throw.
Such a different element to Real Madrid once he does start joining in, this man on the ball. This man ain't bad either. Carvajal always willing.
Vasquez has never lost a game that he has played for Real. Modric misreading Isco's run.
Stretched out here. Good tackle.
Neymar with a sprawling tackle from Vasquez to win it back.
Touch.
But on a little bit out of position as he got caught upfield. Suarez with the goal. Barcelona with the lead, looking for another. But out comes Navas.
Getting the quickness of Messi. What divine connection of eyes to brain to feet in a nanosecond. Provides an absolute pearl out of a pass. It's just a little overhead, but either way, Navas leaves his line. Jackrabbit quick, another super slow motion look at that wonderful delivery. A touch as soft as the clap of a butterfly's wings, and Suarez rising beautifully, and Varane just not able to extend his neck muscles half an inch more. Unlucky by his look at it, but killer penalty box predator finish by the ex-Liverpool man.
Fourth goal he scored against Real Madrid in just 5 matches.
They've wrapped them up so much.
Barcelona with the lead. Real Madrid looking to equalize. Rakitic with the tackle, but Kovacic keeps the pressure on. Ronaldo. Kovacic to the inside. Nice ball. Benzema holding off Alba, but it's knocked free, and out comes Ter Stegen.
Mario Kovacic here. X-ray vision. Jamie Easton seeing Iniesta come on.
Come on, just breathe. So Andres Iniesta there.
Get back to Jamie in a moment, but Lionel Messi trying to split through 2, and a nice tackle from Kovacic.
Kovacic on one side, Luka Modric on the other.
And now Gomes whistled for the foul on the challenge of Vasquez. The goal from Suarez seems to have turned the heat up. Jamie again, I guess Andres Iniesta ready to come in.
Yes, he's ready to come in. He'll come inside the pitch. Rakitic will be the player that will be subbed off. I was saying before that there are other players on the sideline like James, Asensio and Casemiro for Real Madrid are warming up already.
Thank you. Jamie Easton, our sideline reporter, brought to you by AT&T.
Good tactical performance by this man coming off. A great workload. He did wonderfully well on that side of the midfield.
You surprised it's Rakitic and not Gomes, though?
I absolutely called it and said that it could be one of 2 or 3 coming off in this situation. Now the Aluna Iniesta comes in, and he'll have to do his workload in that defensive situation, because Real Madrid starting to really come out and force the issue now and commit more men forward.
And Iniesta,
lovely first-time ball, that and again.
Gets a round of applause, and it leads to this. Double team name.